Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I am Mahbub Al Rashid Nabil, Department of Economics. Today, I am going to talk about an important topic of research methodology. The topic is about action research. This topic is included some contents: define action research, six principles of action research, characteristics of action research, critical review, design, decisions, methods and data, advantages of action research, limitations of action research. So in the next slide, we are going to talk about what is action research. Action research is a research approach based on critical theory where research and practice are closely connected. It focuses on learning through action and aims to bring practical social change. Researchers work together with practitioners or community members to identify problems and develop solutions. That means action research means learning by doing plus solving the real problems. There are some key ideas about action research: collaborative, reflective, change oriented. Collaborative means researcher and participants jointly study a situation and take actions to improve it. Every voice is valued. The other is reflective, involves continuous reflection, inquiry, and improvement of professional practices throughout the process. Change oriented aims to bring practical social change by linking research findings directly to real world action. In the next slide, we are going to talk about the six principles of action research. The first is talking about the reflective critical analysis. Researchers examine their own assumptions, biases, and interpretations when studying social situations to understand how personal perspectives influences findings. That means think about your own bias. The second is dialectual critical analysis, focuses on relationship between different elements within a social context, emphasizing that social realities are shaped through dialogue, interactions, and communications. That means everything is connected to each other. The third one is collaborative resources. All participants' knowledge is treated as valuable. Co-construction of meaning and solutions is central. That means everyone's opinion matters. The fourth principles of action research is talking about the risk awareness. Change can create uncertainty, ethical facilitation, and open discussion are required to mitigate harms. That means change can be risky. The fifth principle is plural structure. Multiple interpretations are allowed. Diversity of perspectives enriches analysis. That means there is no single truth. Different views are allowed. Uh, the sixth principle of the action research is theory, practice, and transformation. Theoretical ideas guide actions and the results of those actions help refine or improve the theory, creating a continuous loop of learning and change. That means theory plus action, it will give you the improvement. In the next slide, we are going to talk about characteristics of action research. Here we can see there are four characteristics of action research. First is collaborative nature. That means participants work together to identify problems and develop solutions in a shared democratic process. That means work as a team. Problem solving orientation focuses on improving real life practices and situations rather than purely generating abstract knowledge. This means that focuses on the real problems. The context specific research is conducted in a particular setting such as a classroom, workplace, or community. That means done in real places. Systematic but flexible. Follows a structured process but allows changes based on new insights with participants actively contributing throughout. This means that follow steps but can change it if there any need. In the next slide, we are going to talk about the critical review. This review is taking some actions that action research is a powerful method for solving particular practical problems and promoting social change at the local level. But it also involves methodological and practical challenges. This slide is talking about that uh, overall all uh, opinion good for solving real problems, and it helps bringing changes, but it has challenges too. In the last part we can say that useful but not perfect. The next slide is talking about the design decisions, methods, and data. Here we can see match methods to questions and context. Consider constraints and stakeholder performances when choosing between qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods. Prioritize transparent record keeping and frequent feedback loops to maintain trust and rigor. Here, this slide explains how to do the research, choose the correct method. Those it would be qualitative or quantitative, and also it would be mixed method. So, in the first, ethics and consent, that ensure informed consent and protect participant and anonymity. Discuss data use with stakeholders. Validity and triangulation, use multiple data sources to corroborate findings and reduce bias. Practical timelines, lines, plan realistic cycles, microcycles support rapid learning, while macro cycles address systematic change. The next slide is talking about the advantages of action researches. Practitioners as change agents, allows practitioners to act as agents of change while conducting research, using daily professional activities as study opportunities. This is called about that practitioners can be teachers or workers, can improve their own work. The collaborative learning, talking about that researchers and practitioners work together to identify problems, understand causes, and design interventions, creating a continuous learning process. This means that everyone learns together. Theory linked to practice helps practitioners gain deeper understanding of social problems by linking theoretical knowledge with critical reflection and practical action. This means that the theory and practice can add it together, and not just theory, it will be an real action. In the next slide, we are going to talk about the limitations of action research. The first one is more complex and more demanding than traditional research, because of researcher is responsible for both studying the problem and implementing changes. That means uh, harder than more normal research. The dependency on individuals. Success may depend on the individuals leading the change. If they leave the organization, implemented changes may not continue. That means if key person leaves, the project may fail. Difficult to report. Challenging to report in academic formats, as researchers must justify methodology and explain the integration of research and practice in detail. That means hard to write academically. So that's it. This is the last part. Thank you to watch my video. Hope for the best. Thank you.